Hello, vinyl community. We're back with another video. I promised that it would be shorter, and it's shorter, no doubt. The topic this time around is we're going to do the top 11 albums, most valuable albums in my collection according to Discogs. I've seen a lot of other people do this. I think it's kind of a fun thing to do. I don't necessarily have the albums because they're valuable. It just so happens that I really enjoy the albums, or I found them along the way, and they're really important to me. Are they all my favorite albums? Not all of them, but some of them are very, very near and dear to me. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to go 11 to 1. So we'll start with the smallest dollar amount and go to the highest dollar amount. So the first one is Gandalf. This one was on Capitol Records, 1969. This is a promo press here. It's a Scranton promo press with the free punch through there, if you can see. And I'd wanted this one for quite some time, and I think I ended up ponying up on eBay because this one is so hard to find because there are so many counterfeits. They didn't sell that many copies, and they don't show up all that often. So the median price on Discogs for an original Gandalf self-titled from 1969, the median price is $400 and the average price is $426.81. All right. Number 2, we've got Sam Gopal, Escalator. And this is a really awesome album from the UK. And it had Mr. Lemmy there that would go on to Hickory Wind and go on to Motorhead. This is the first incarnation, first band that he was in, and this is kind of a garage psyche bluesy album. I'll show you the label. I've never seen any other albums on this label before. It's called Stable Records. It's very cool. And Sam Gopal, the median price on Discogs is $4.54.02, and the average price is $4.70.95. Number 3, we're gonna stay in the UK. And this is one of my all-time favorite bands, and this is one of my all-time favorite albums from them, and that's Black Sabbath, Ozzy, Geezer, and Company. And this is the original 1970 Vertigo pressing with the Philips credit on it. I'll show you there. I'll bring it out so you can see the Philips credit. So there's lots and lots of pressings of this because it became a very popular album. But if you have an original first UK, it's going to have that Philips credit right there on the bottom. If it doesn't have the Philips credit, then it's not a first UK, and it also won't have the high value dollar amounts. And for this particular first press copying, the median price on Discogs is $418.92, and the average price is $515.44. It's a great album. Okay, the next in the list we have another great, it seems to be a pattern here, UK presses, Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. This is a coveted UK first press from 1973 on the Harvest label. You've got the all blue triangle there. And this copy here has both the posters and the stickers. And then it also is, it's hard to tell. I'll see if it will show up or not. These original ones were actually blue, not black, really dark navy blue. But this one took me quite some time to find, and I didn't find this one in the wild. I actually found this one at Red Devil Records in San Rafael, California. Barry Lazarus is the owner, and yeah, he had his eye out, and I pulled the trigger when the time was right, and I'm so excited and so happy to have this. This is probably one of the most coveted albums of collectors and Pink Floyd collectors in general. Um, and so the value we're looking at $557.63 for the median price, and the average price is a little higher, $793.95. So that one I was pretty glad to get my hands on. I actually have UK presses of most of the Pink Floyd albums. All right, next in line we have Pharaoh Sanders' self-titled album. This one's from 1977. It's on the Indian Navigation label. And this one's kind of an oddball. This is the only album he has on the Indian Navigation. There was a little bit of a lull where he hadn't recorded anything in a while. Then he came back with this one. And I got to say, for free jazz, this is an extremely accessible album, which you don't always get with Pharaoh Sanders. A lot of times, if I put Pharaoh Sanders on at the house, it will usually drive everybody out. So it's kind of like running the vacuum with the dogs, right? It just drives them bonkers. So this one isn't the case, though. And for this album, the median price is $645 on Discogs, and the average price is $624.56. So we're jumping up there. Okay, next on the list, we have a private press album called Highway. This one is from 1975. This was self-released, and this one's quite rare. And it's actually from not too far from this area. It's from about an hour and a half south. The area is called Mankato, Minnesota. And this one doesn't have a lot of copies out available. And I did find this one at a record store in Shakopee, Minnesota. It's called Ramble On Records. I don't believe he's in business anymore, but I did end up getting quite a few cool Grails from him along the way before he went out of business. But this album, Highway, on Discogs has a median price of $650, and the average price is $634.93. So not too bad. I think there are some reissues of this one. I would definitely check it out if you're into 70s hard rock. This one is killer. Okay, on we go. Back to the UK. This is David Bowie. A lot of people call this the Space Oddity album. It's actually self-titled. It's his second release. It is from 1969, and this is the original UK pressing on Philips. And this one took me a long time to track down. And I actually had a copy of this before that wasn't in as nice of shape. And then I ended up getting an upgrade copy on eBay from a seller in the UK. And this is one that I cherish. This is one of my favorite Bowie albums. And I love the artwork. I love the cover. I love everything about it. I'll show you the gatefold. This is a matte, not glossy gatefold. But it's got some just amazing things on it. And this was kind of one of Bowie's transition albums, going from folksy to a little harder rock, a little bit of psych in there as well. And this one, the median price on Discogs is $789.96. And the average price is $843.08. So this one commands a pretty hefty price. All right, we're getting there now. We're to number 8, so we're going to get some pretty heavy hitters here. I may have shown this one before, but this is another one of my all-time favorite albums. It's the Stooges' self-titled first album. This one's from 1969 on Elektra Records. And typically you can get this one for, I'd say anywhere from $150 to $300, depending on what pressing you have. But the pressing I have is a Columbia Pittman mispressing. And I'll show you why that's significant. And I've shown this on another video before, but they have the track listing. So it's missing Stooges, the Stooges on there, as all first pressings do. But if you can see on the track listing there, they've messed up the order. So for number 2, it says not right. And that's not what the song actually is. The song is I Want to Be Your Dog. So then if you flip it, you can see I Want to Be Your Dog is labeled as 5, and they have a couple of other songs that are in the wrong order there. And that is the funny part, is the label is what commands the price for this particular one. The songs are still in the same order, so nothing's changed in that department. But since there's an error on the label, that puts this album at a median price of $919.54. And the average price is also $919.54, which tells me that they really haven't had that many sell in the recent past. There's a lot of people who want it, but it just doesn't come up. So, and I did find this one from a seller on eBay, I think, that maybe didn't know what it was. And I just zoomed in on the label there and pulled the trigger on it. Okay, now we're on to number 9. We've got, and I've showed this one before too, Hickory Wind. This is an awesome psych album from 1969. It's on this Gigantic Records, which I believe is the only album that they pressed. I'll show you the label. It's pretty cool. Got rainbow Gigantic there. But this is a psych album. It's extremely rare. Doesn't really show up. I think I'll still purchase this one on eBay. And this one has a median price of $1,150, and the average price is $1,100. All right, now we've got a real big one. This is the one that has my channel icon on, and this one took me a long time. It's a Minnesota band as well. It's CA Quintet. It's Trip Through Hell. I've shown this one before. It's from 1969 on Candy Floss Records. And this is an absolutely epic Grail album that does not come up. I actually got this one locally as well. This came from Mill City Sound out of Hopkins, Minnesota, which is a suburb of the Twin Cities. And I'm just going to show you the cover because it's absolutely gorgeous. It's very, very dark times for these gentlemen, and the music is what you see here. It's dark, it's brooding, it's psychedelic, and it's amazing. And this one also really just does not come up for sale, and when it does, it's expensive. The median price for CA Quintet is $1,300, and the average price is $1,400.67. Okay, now number 11. This is the most valuable one in my collection according to Discogs. And I'm guessing you can probably you could probably guess what it is because it's one of the most collectible artists, and they often have the most valuable records show up. And it's the Beatles. And the album is The Beatles and Frank Ifield. And this originally came out on VJ Records, and this is VJ as well. And it was originally titled Jolly What. And so the first pressing and the first cover are completely different. They say Jolly What on it. They don't have this portrait, which is kind of the coveted thing for this album. And the other reason that this album is worth so much and hard to find is there's a lot of counterfeits of it. And this is also the last Beatles pressing on VJ before VJ had the cease and desists from Capitol and they could not press anymore. And so this is a Monarch pressing, mono Monarch pressing. And this is also incredibly rare. I got this from Watts Records or Watts Music in Novato, California. Darren Chase is the owner. And this is something that I never thought I would ever see, more or less have in my collection. So very stoked about this. Definitely one of my prized pieces. And the price for this particular pressing, the median price is $1,351.35. And the average price is $2,508.35. And I just checked on there and it looked like a VG Plus copy of this sold just earlier here in June 6th, for $8,000. So this is a big one. All right. As you know, I have a tough time following directions. So I've got 3 honorable mentions I'm going to show you. And I kind of just want to talk about them too. So that's why I'm going to show them. This is The Litter's second album. It's called $100 Fine. The Litter, it was a garage psych band out of Minneapolis. They had 3 albums. This is their second. Also my most favorite. The first one's really garagey. This is the most psychedelic. And I'll show you the label on this too. This one came out 1968. The record label is Hexagon. And again, it's one of those where this is the only album on Hexagon. This is a really nice, clean copy that I got here as well. This also came from my friends over at Mill City Sound in Hopkins. Had a pretty good luck finding a lot of the Minnesota Grails locally here, which is really fun. But the Litter, the median price for this one is $300, and the average price is $335. All right, just 2 more to go. Keeping the Minnesota heat coming. This is McDonald and Sherby. This is called Catharsis, and this is on Omniscient Records from 1974. And they look like hippies, but this is really hard, heavy psych, awesome guitars. And I got this one locally too, and this was actually sealed. Yes, I opened it. I wanted to listen to it. And I'll show you the label on this one too. It's pretty cool. Again, one of those where this is, I believe, the only album that Omniscient Records ever pressed. So this one here shows up from time to time, but again, it's pretty rare. The median price for this is $345, and the average price is $357.49. So it's a good one. If it comes up, I'd snap it up in a heartbeat if you get the opportunity. And the nice part too is when you're in an area, that's the best place to find the music that came from that area. So I did that when I lived in San Francisco. I'm doing that now in Minneapolis, and if we ever move and live anywhere else, I'll do the same thing. So, all right, last one. Again, I want to show you a little bit more Beatles, and everybody knows about, has seen, but this is my Third State butcher cover. Just want to show you. I had it professionally peeled. So I've got a decent amount of money invested in this, but I really do like it a lot, and it's absolutely fantastic. This is a Los Angeles pressing with 6 on the back, mono, and it's really clean. The guy that I had peel it for me did a fantastic job. I believe I found the record Second State in Fremont, California, at Half Price Books, and I negotiated a deal there. And then I had this gentleman from Redwood City peel it professionally for me. And for this particular pressing, the median price is $368.79, and the average price is $464.39. But if you look in the sold for this album, VG Plus covers, which I would say mine is at least a VG Plus, are selling anywhere between $1,200 and $1,800. So fantastic investment, awesome piece of history, and something that I know a lot of people, and I bet many of you out there are looking for as well. So until next time, we'll see you later. Hope you enjoy your records. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit the notification. We're trying to grow the channel, and love to hear your thoughts. Love to know what's in your collection that's valuable. And yeah, we'll go from there. Thank you.